families, it's Miss G here. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Year 6 English and our expectations going into Summer 1. So we are moving on to our new topic in the afternoons. However, our mornings are going to continue kind of still focusing on the rabbits book that we started in Spring 2. So it's all about colonisation. The children know this book really well because we've done lots of writing based on this already. But we're going to continue looking at this at the beginning of the half term, just kind of then moving on to thinking about the end of the book and kind of creating a narrative moving on. So some creative writing, which we're hoping the children will really enjoy doing. And then we're going to move on to doing an explanation text linked with our Blood Heart topic. Now, Summer 1 is a really important half term for us because we have got writing moderation to look forward to at the end of the year. So we have got some kind of Year 6 expectations that we drill into the children when we're doing our English lessons, so they are very familiar with having these as their success criteria. But I thought it would be good to kind of share these with you so that you know kind of the standard that we're expecting, and it might be useful for you to have a chat to your children about using these and how they apply these in their work. So the first one is our Year 5 and 6 vocabulary. So I will attach the spelling sheet onto Seesaw for you. We have these in the classroom every time that we write, and we encourage the children to use 5 or 6 of the words during a piece of writing. So they are very familiar with using these, but actually practicing spelling these with your children at home, practicing reading with them, checking that they know the meaning would be really good practice, kind of to get them ready to apply them into their work. The next one is Year 6 punctuation. So we've kind of moved on from the full stops, commas, ellipsis, exclamation marks, question marks, that sort of thing. We're kind of on using semicolons, colons and dashes. Now I will talk a little bit about how we use semicolons later in the video, but these are kind of really important things to show that they are an expected writer, having the confidence to apply these in their work independently. And finally, we also are having a real big push on handwriting. Now, I think handwriting has improved massively since we started in September, but just continuing to make sure that they are joining legibly and that is consistent in every piece of work, which includes our afternoon lessons. So, I'll just talk to you a little bit about using semicolons. So the children are aware that we use semicolons for 2 different reasons. The first one is using them in a complicated list. So they would start a list off with a colon and then they would move on to having the items split up with the semicolon. Okay, the one I'm going to talk to you about today is where we use semicolons to mark boundaries between the 2 independent clauses. So we would have 2 independent clauses. They need to be related to one another, but we would join them together then using this semicolon. So we have got a sentence starter. So we've got our first independent clause, which says, Toby loves dogs. So we would need to think of another independent clause to have separately here, joined by the semicolon. So the sentence would need to be linked with Toby loving dogs. So we could, for example, have Toby loves dogs, he likes to eat ice cream, because actually it's not relevant to do with the first original clause. So if I put up the example, there obviously could be various answers. We've got one here that says Toby loves dogs. We've got the semicolon to mark the boundary. He wants to be a vet when he's older, even though he knows it requires hard work and determination. Okay, so as you can see, kind of one of the rules that the children know is we would not have a capital letter after the semicolon. We've just got the semicolon there. We know that both of the independent clauses make sense on their own. So I can read Toby loves dogs, that makes sense. And this section also makes sense on its own as well. So the children need to be confident in applying that definitely in their writing. So hopefully that's been useful. Have a look at obviously the 5-6 vocab and have a talk to your children about what they've been doing in English so far with our rabbits text. And I'm really looking forward to the English next half term.